Hello, welcome to Midnight Messages. My name is Stacy, and today I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading, soulmate reading, whatever you want to call it. It's a reading about divine counterparts. So, I love doing my twin flame readings with this deck right here. It's the Fairy Tarot. And you guys are going to see how I'm setting up my readings now. Yes. I love this microphone. I almost said microwave. Yeah. I love my new microphone. I can only shuffle these cards one way, so they have a bow in them. Because I have tiny hands. I have tiny, tiny hands. You want to see how hard it would be? How hard it is for me to shuffle these specific cards, like, regularly. Hold on. So I have tiny hands. Yeah. I can't even. It's. Like, I can do it. But, jeez, is it difficult for me. Ow, that hurt. It actually hurts for me to shuffle the cards like that. Like, it cut. See? Do you see that? It cut into my hand trying to shuffle like that. I'm not cutting myself for videos. That's not gonna happen, people. Not cutting myself for videos. Now, if I really get irritated with this, with the way that it does this, which usually it's not that bad of an irritation for me, but if it starts to bother me, I will come in and do it the other way a couple of times, and that'll slowly take the bend out of my cards. But I use my cards. I've been doing tarot since I was 13. Like, I use my cards. So, they're going to have a bend. If you use your cards and you're a well-versed tarotist, your cards are going to have bends. They're going to have chips. The ones that you use the most are going to look like these. They're going to look like this. They're going to have all kinds of divots and marks and chunks taken out of them. I use these cards a lot. All right. What is going on with the Twin Flame Collective? What is going on with the Twin Flame Collective? I'll explain the order of the cards in a second, because this might be a different spread that you haven't seen from me, and that's okay, because listen, there are a few spreads that you are not going to recognize from me, because I can make up my own spreads. I do that. It's a thing. Wow, okay. So, now, I'm going to tell you how I recognize masculine energy and feminine energy. And then in the middle is going to be combining energy. All right? So, for me, masculine is energy that is being put into motion. It's energy that's leaving your body. It's things that you are taking action on. All right? I'm a little cold, so give me a second. We're back. So, that's the Fairy Tarot. Okay. And what I was saying is, I recognize masculine energies as leaving my body. Okay? I recognize feminine energies as a subtle, nurturing, protective, loving, internal energy. So it's more like a receptive energy. It's more like receiving, where masculine is more like a, how do I say it? A giving energy, an energy that puts things into motion, takes action. It's an action-orientated energy, where the feminine energy is more of a passive, receptive energy. Masculine energy is more of an active, giving energy. See? That's how they come together and they work as one, right? That's how you find balance in yourself through these energies. Now, we've got levels, right? You see, I've made 5 rows, 3 rows, right? 3 rows deep, 3 cards deep. And I do this so that way we can get a deeper look at the things that we need to. All right. These are also cards that are too big for my hands. And like I said before, I'm sorry, I'm not cutting myself up to do videos. I love you guys. I really do. Peace, love, light, all that. But I'm not cutting my hands up to shuffle cards. Not walking around with band-aids because I want to get freaking cuts from cards all day. No. Also, when I do my readings, I need to drink a lot. If you hear me drinking, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, fast forward through it. I don't know. Usually fast forward like 10 seconds and I'll be done. But everyone has to swallow. Everyone has to drink fluid. If you're not drinking fluid, you're not alive. You need fluid to be hydrated, and you need fluid to live and run blood through your system. That's just a fact. Ooh, yes, I'm loving this. Okay. So here's how it works. This is masculine. This is feminine. Because for me, my left side is my energy, like, denoter side. It's the side of me that directs my energy to where I want it to go. So my right side is my receiving side. It's the side of me that tells me where the energy from the universe needs to be in me. It is the side that receives universal energy, unconditional love, peace, and harmony, which is more of my feminine side. So my left side tends to be more masculine orientated, which is why the masculine usually resides on the left. And my right side is more feminine orientated, which is why the feminine resides on my right. That is how I do my readings. If I'm ever doing a twin flame reading, divine masculine, divine feminine reading, that is how I organize the cards. All right. And always, 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 you'll find that when I do this, it is past, present, future. I do it in 3 stages. I do that so that way I can organize. This side is masculine, this side is feminine. This is middle is the connecting energies of the two. And then I organize through basically, my brain. I organize them into the past, the present, and the future. So right now, the divine masculine has been letting go of people and places and things that no longer serve him. He's cutting ties with toxic behavior patterns. He's protecting the fruits of his labor, which is why he's cutting ties with people that no longer serve a positive purpose in his life. While the divine feminine is learning that she has what it takes to succeed in life, and that she can be assertive when it comes to what she knows is right. So the feminine is coming to a place of self-awareness, self-respect, self-love. And the divine masculine is also coming to these places, but he's taking action and cutting ties, and he is actively in the process of releasing all of these negative vibrations from his life and lower emotional vibrations. He's letting go of that. While the divine feminine is learning, because she's already let go of everything. She's already come to the realization. She's already been there, done that, have the t-shirt. And now she is coming to a place where she knows who she is. She knows what she wants. She knows where she's going. And she ain't gonna wait for divine masculine to play catch up. So she's just going to continue to work on herself. She's going to continue to do the things that she wants to do, that she needs to do, that she's got to take care of. And that's what she's doing, as well as healing. But the divine feminine has been on a progressive path of healing for a while. In the past, we have an internal conflict going on with divine masculine. We've already said this. He's ending cycles. He's having a conflict about him, but yet karma is coming around to him. The wheel of fortune is spinning around, and it's coming back to him. He needs to protect himself. He needs to know and follow his internal intuitive guidance system. And if you are a follower, there is a video that I just recently made. I don't know if it is up yet or if it will be up in the near future, about the difference between your internal intuitive guidance system and your external guidance team. There's a difference. Actually, the difference is your internal intuitive guidance system comes from within you. That is your intuition, your higher self, your parts that broke off due to trauma. That's your internal intuitive guidance system. It's your gut feelings. It's, the stuff that comes from inside you. And your spirit guides, your divine helpers, your spirit family, ancestors, passed on and alive, they're all part of your external guidance team. And as we go along with life, divine masculine right now is currently sitting in his emperor mode, and he's listening to his heart. He's having intuitive insights. He's trusting himself. He also wants to reach out and make an offer to you, divine feminine. But right now, divine feminine, you've worked so hard on a new beginning and healing yourself and coming to terms with the things of the past that you're too busy right now balancing yourself, balancing your higher self with your ego, balancing your internal intuitive guidance system with your external guidance team, and you're balancing your masculine and feminine. So therefore, you kind of left someone out in the cold. But listen, you're working on yourself, and that's what you have to do. Now, you leaving someone out in the cold or walking away from a situation because it was not good for you, that's always okay in my book. Okay? Walking away from a situation that was not good for you, that's okay. Let's say you walked away from an abusive situation or a narcissistic partner. That's abuse. You walked away from that. You made yourself better. You started healing, and now you're in a beautiful place. Who's to say that that's not what you were meant to do? It's always what you were meant to do. You just had to step up and step out. You had to step up to the plate and step out of the box. Come on. You've been ending the cycles. You and the divine masculine are ending cycles with pure intention. So your heart is in the right place with what you're doing, what you have done. Your heart is in the right place, both of you, for both of you. Now you've got the motivation. The sun is coming out and spring is right around the corner. I mean, I should know, my birthday is at the end of March. But spring is right around the corner. Motivation starts to heighten up. The sun comes out. And you have a bright future that you're manifesting through hard work and creativity. Like you planting seeds during the spring that blossom in the summer and the fall, the beginning of fall. Right now you're working hard for your manifestation, for the fruits of your labor to come through. And guess what? They come through. They come through with abundance. They come through with blessings. They come through with money. They come through with gifts. They come through with prosperity. They come through with all of your manifestations and then some. So basically, what you've manifested, what you have put the work into manifesting, the universe says, oh, that's what you want? Well, I'm going to give you 1,000 times better than that, and you're not going to be ready for it, but guess what? You wanted this, so I'm going to give you this. So, like, let's say you were like, oh, I want a partner that I can love that loves me back. All right? Instead, you get a partner that not only loves you and you love too, but that partner loves you with an unconditional, pure love. And that's amazing. And you guys go on all these adventures together, and your life is so much better with this person in it. It's not that you didn't love yourself to begin with, but now that you've loved yourself, you can accept the true, pure, unconditional love of a spiritual connected partner. And where you ask for someone to love, like, so that way you can love them and they would love you back and have a reciprocal relationship. Not only did you get that, but you got so much more. This person is attentive to your needs while you're attentive to theirs. This person has a bad day, you're right there to massage their feet. You have a bad day, they're massaging your neck, running a bath for you. All right? This person, it's like you ask for one thing and the universe says, well, I'm going to upgrade that. So you want the basic package. I'm going to give you upgraded and you don't have to pay extra. Oh, you don't even have to pay for the basic. Here you go. There you go. That's what the universe is doing right now for you. And your divine masculine. But right now, the divine feminine is balancing, and the divine masculine is stepping up and stepping out. He's learning to trust himself. He is also learning that maybe he needs to take care of other people than himself. Maybe he's been a little selfish in the past. And then in the future, you have the divine masculine catching up to the divine feminine and starting to balance. He's taking cautious but wise action. He's paying attention to details. He's setting aside his concerns. He's making a decision. He's learning that solutions can come from meditation. He's actually healing himself now. He's working on loving himself and coming to balance with himself. He's not trying to balance with anyone else in the future. He is trying to balance with himself. While the divine feminine in the future is having to let go of some very painful realizations. Or maybe she is, okay. So you're grieving because you've made major life changes and you're moving on. You're grieving because you're letting go of your old life, your old self, the way that you used to be, whether that was bad for you or good for you, it doesn't matter. You're grieving that part of you. And you're choosing to make major life changes right now that are for your highest good. Which is also telling you need to take some much needed rest from your travels, you might even need to take a rest from your spiritual endeavors, because sometimes if you're doing a lot of shadow work and you're doing a lot of healing, sometimes you can get overwhelmed and have an actual spiritual meltdown, breakdown, because you're assimilating your life so quickly, so rapidly, that essentially you kind of overload your system. So you need to rest, you need to calm down, you need to grieve and take the time to grieve that old self and allow the new self, the new you that you're becoming, that you're stepping into, because you're showing up as that new version of yourself now. But you also need to take the time to grieve the old you, or the parts of you that you lost. Okay. Sometimes I grieve my childhood. I will sit there and I will cry because of the things that I lost as a child. And you may need to do that. That may be part of your grieving process. But also, your connecting energy is a connected energy of an open heart. It's an open heart and surrender to life. If you're confused, pay attention to your emotions, and they'll help reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And you're coming into a massive physical upgrade. You're just doing it. You're doing it. And you're having spiritual epiphanies, and your psychic abilities are either awakening or heightening. The beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of an old one. This is going to be the rebirth of an old one. because you're taking the time to slow down in the future, while the divine masculine that you're connected to, all right, also needs to take the time to slow down, pay attention to the details, balance themselves, and then make an offer to the divine feminine from a open-hearted place of love. I know, right? What in the world? But the connecting energy, you guys may meet up at night because there's moon energy. And in the summer. Because, or, I mean, it looks like whatever's starting happened through, it started in like the fall and winter, and then it's moving through summer and spring, and we've got some major stuff happening in here, and then we've got, you know, winter and autumn and summer and spring again. So it's looking like this may be a multi-year situation. Like, you've known this person for a very long time, and these stages that we're looking at right now took place over the course of years, or they are going to take place over the course of the coming next few years. I don't usually do time frames because I'm not a time frame reader, and spirit doesn't work on my time frame, or the world's time frame for that matter. Spirit has its own set of divine timing and rules that I don't even care to, how do I say it? I care to try to understand them, but they are what they are, and I don't care to change them. The universe got its own rules for how timing works, how time works. And in the universe, time is not linear. It's not, oh, this happened in the past, this happened now, this happened in the future. This is going to happen. In the universe, everything is happening all at once. Everything is happening all at the same time. So you can shift realities almost instantaneously into a new one. Alright, what's up with divine masculine? Ooh, hello. Yes, like I said, balancing. Yeah, well, you want family, but you're learning glamour comes more from the inside. Yo, divine feminine, you got the divine feminine card, only it is reversed. So I see that more as the dark divine feminine. That is more of your like jealousy aspects, that kind of version of love. And it is more like, you know how we have toxic masculinity? There is also toxic femininity as well. And that's more along the lines of your dark feminine attributes. I know that a lot of people are playing up the dark feminine, and that's fine because you need the dark to exist with the light in order to have balance. I love that people are embracing their dark feminine and their dark masculine. You know why? Because in order to fully embrace yourself, in order to fully embrace who you are completely, you have to come to terms that you have these dark aspects, these shadow aspects in yourself. So right now, like I said, the divine masculine was learning. He was protecting his fruits. He was learning how to be his own witch doctor. He was learning wisdom so he could heal himself And then he stepped into the wizard position and started to bring balance to himself, to the connection. That's where he is right now. And then you've got the family card is upside down. So when I see this upside down, I feel like in the future he is going to have some either regrets or losses due to family. He's going to come to terms with some things that he may have done that are in regards to his family. And it's going to be healing for him and his family. But he has to do the work. Yeah. And we know divine masculine, when it comes to doing the work, he kind of runs. Yeah. Kind of runs. And then over here, the divine feminine has been, how do you say it? More focused on inner peace and inner love, which is why I see that the glamour energy and glam is reversed. She's been focused on finding herself, finding her healing, balancing within, and learning that she is worth loving. That she can love herself, that she is worth loving, that she is beautiful inside and out. And she's learning, because you see here, in the past, she was blindfolded. She thought that she was stuck. She thought that she was being held captive. That's what she thought. But she wasn't even tied up to anything. All the swords are right here. All 8 of them. Right alongside of her. She just was loosely wrapped and had the illusion of being bound and unable to move. It was an illusion. It was all an illusion. Just like glamour is an illusion. Glamour is an illusion. You've been trapped in a faulty illusion, and you woke up to that. You woke up to the faulty illusion, and you're changing it for yourself. And then, like I said, let's embrace that dark feminine energy. All right, because upside down, I see that as the dark feminine. And the dark feminine is sensual, sexual, seductive, and jealous, and rageful, and vengeful. Yes, she holds beauty and grace and poise and dignity. Yet you fuck with her or you fuck with her family, she will not hesitate to put you down. Because she embraces her dark feminine energy. She knows she has the power. She knows she's beautiful. She knows she is a seductive temptress. She's a temptress. And she knows it. She's there to tempt you. But sometimes you can't hold what tempts you. And in the future, like I said, she's coming into herself. She's balanced. She's letting go. She's taking a time of rest. She's following that anonymity. Because anonymity is self-worth, self-ability, self-esteem. Anonymity is how you work by yourself. It's your autonomy. That's it. Autonomy. That's the actual word there. Sorry, I kept saying anonymity. I am dyslexic. My bad. And I also don't have my glasses on, so tiny writing right there, can't really read it. It's autonomy. And autonomy is, how do you say it? Self-actualization. You know that you are separate, but at the same time, you also know that you are connected to all other realms and spiritual beings and people, places, things. You know it's all connected. Yet, you also know that you can make a difference because you have self-worth. You know that you are a separate being, yet still connected. You know that. You've lived it. You know. All right. Let's check out this middle real quick again. See what we got going on for connection energies with these cards. I love this deck, by the way. It is the Metaphysical Cannabis Oracle deck. It doesn't really even look like it has so much, like, not all the cards even represent actual cannabis. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's see what's going on with the connection energies right now in the Twin Flame Collective. What is up with the connective energies? Oh, of course, your manifestations were kind of blocked for a little while, and then you found the key, and yeah, you're an under initiation, really. Oh, loyalty is at the bottom. I love that card too. I really do. So what it's looking like you did is you put your manifestations on hold between the two of you. You are manifesting a union together with each... sorry about that. I bumped it with my hand. You are manifesting a union together with each other. And you put that on hold. Because it wasn't the right time for that union. And now you're unlocking that manifestation with the key. You're opening it up. You're putting it the right way. You're fixing it, and you're making it come forward in the present. And then in the future, you are being initiated into love, which makes me think that maybe you're doing a hand fasting ceremony, or getting married, or an engagement, or something along the lines of a ceremonial decree of love. And all in all, you guys are manifesting a balanced connection with each other because you're balancing yourselves first. Take time to heal your heart before you go jumping off the bridge into someone else's mind and heart. You take time to heal yourself before you bleed on other people. All right. So if you were down for the ride and you caught my vibe and you want to be part of my tribe, please subscribe. Thank you. And as always, I love you, and peace.